Hello! That was too much of a greeting! Hi, hello, this is Mitchell Davis. I've gone through a sex change since you last saw me. That's definitely the story I'm going with. About a week ago, I was at this convention, which we like to call Playlist Live. It's basically a YouTube convention if you don't know what it is. I don't know why you would have clicked on this if you didn't know what it was. It's the first YouTube convention I've ever gone to, and this is the footage from what I took there from the day. I did not get any of me meeting people on tape, obviously because I was there to meet them and not to film them. I think that's just a bit rude, you know. It's supposed to be person-to-person contact, not, hey, you're a real person. That's me holding a camera and not giving a thumbs up. So this video is going to be a bit longer than a lot of my videos. I don't know what I'm saying, all of my videos are like 10 minutes long anyway. So yeah, let's go. Sabrina, hey, where are we?
We're at Playlist.
There's people everywhere. This is what you're missing out on.
My badge is printed.
Dad!
And Chloe doesn't have badge.
We've lost all of our badges. So that sucks. Who have I seen? I've seen Toby Turner yesterday. I nearly touched his butt. That was an interesting time. It was by accident, I swear.
They're the perfect couple. There's OTP.
The horse and the unicorn, OTP. We're in line for Playlist Live, and I've already been recognized, and it's pretty weird and awesome. And Sabrina is getting in the way of my vlogging. Tell me, what are you gonna do when you meet Dan? What?
I'm gonna ask him to sign my tea bag.
Why?
Because it's all I have.
We're inside, and it's crazy.
I'll always get bought. But like these lines here, I don't even know.
Chloe's dead.
We can't get in the Dan and Phil line because it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So sad. And then we can't find freaking room B.
Room B is missing.
We need to find room B so we can meet Jack and Bing.
I'm disappointed.
We're in a room with Bing and Tom Scott and everything. We're going to watch this panel, and there's like nobody here, and I feel very.
Yeah.
I feel very.
You can sit as
personal.
close as you want, Chloe.
It's just casually turn the camera.
Well, I can.
You go to youtube.com/fuck, you get to Tom's
See, I didn't realize that it would actually change the name of my channel, so like if you click on my channel from someone else's channel, it goes to fuck.
You talk really fast.
Inaudible garbage.
You have a bad mouth as well.
Yeah.
It's not made for it.
No. You're ugly, I hate you.
Then YouTube's on there. And then we can maybe
faces, and it would be a web series that would probably.
For God's sake, so you can control your panel.
I've met Jack and Dean and Tom Scott and Christian Novelli so far, and it's been very good. And I've seen Casper and Alfie buying a sandwich surrounded by millions of girls.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Troye. And then Yomo Swaggus, aka Mitchell Davis. We're going to find him now because we want to meet him. It's all Mitchell Davis's fault.
Yeah, because he got in the
It's
way.
always Mitchell Davis's fault. Okay, Jack and Finn walked in. They were like surrounded, like they could not move. They had to run. They had to run because they were like being mobbed. And there's Mitchell Davis still being. It's just, you know. We were there for a while. Poor Mitchell. Yeah. There's Stan and Phil so far away. They're so close at the same time. This is weird. I wish I was there. But have you seen the line? We're not going to get to meet Dan and Phil in this line.
They're real people. They move and do people things like eat and sleep, and oh my god.
Went to the live show thing and saw Jack and Dean, and they made out again.
He always manages to look surprised every time.
No, I know, he must practice it. They must practice it. They showed the new video, which was good. I'm wondering who the monster was. I'm wondering who that was with the legs, because he had a nice cast. Maybe it was Olin Rogers. After that, they left. And like all the people that were supposed to be on like Toby Turner, nobody turned up, so they just threw Sam Pepper on there, and we were like, oh, irony. I've always wanted to see Sam Pepper in a show.
And then we decided it was not.
And then it was not worth it.
Walked away.
I know. Okay. And then he started.
We're like, no.
And then he started singing, so we just left.
So we were like, no.
We're like,
no.
running and crazy and crap.
We're all running to go meet Smosh.
They were all running to go meet Smosh, and it was like crazy shit. It was like, Jesus.
You go.
You go.
Fuck out of Smosh.
That's okay, and now I need to pee, and you've just been updated. And now, thank you to all the people that have recognized me and said hi. So apparently Sabrina has just like succumbed to heat stroke, and she's clinging to the furniture because it's cold. And she's... We have reached a blockage! What is happening? Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? There's so much screaming and There's Marcus. He has to turn around. So we're gonna get out of the way. Yeah! We're second day from his life. Woo! And there's nothing's happening.
The only person we've seen so far is Marcus Butler.
When I got breakfast, and he went in, we saw him go past to get, you know, his breakfast in the little shop place, and then this crowd of girls like follows him into the little place, and when he comes back out and he's facing off with them, you know, he's standing them down, these girls, and then this ringtone goes off next to me by this random guy, I don't know who he was. It was like some Western like shoot down music, and it was so funny. Oh my god.
He always has like a mob of girls following him, and it's not even like they're screaming or anything, they're just quiet. They're kind of just like following him like Mother Duck.
Marcus Duckler.
His mass
Marcus
amount of
Duckler.
ducklings.
Marcus Duckler.
Sign my lion!
Sign my llama hat.
Llama hat, true fan, 5 ever. Look at my
You're not a
whiskers.
true fan if you don't have a llama hat. There's Alfie not being able to buy a sandwich. How do you feel about Alfie not being able to buy a sandwich out of horde of girls?
I feel bad for him.
Oh, Alfie.
Imagine like...
I'm just gonna film the crowd of people behind Alfie. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, Alfie's buying a sandwich. He's buying a sandwich. Oh my god. What the fuck? That is Jesus Christ.
Miserable people. Like, are you fucking kidding?
I feel so bad for
I don't
Alfie.
know, like, it's like when you drop a fry and all the seagulls come around.
They are the seagulls.
They're seagulls.
There's a tornado somewhere nearby. There's this huge thunderstorm happening. There's a tornado nearby. Me and Sabrina.
My last words.
We're going to die. And what are your last words going to be?
My last words are going to be, Jack Howard, you missed some sick pizza, bro.
You missed some sick pizza, Jack Howard.
Anything that's gonna say hashtag yo no.
Shut the fuck up, Sabrina. Oh, when we were outside, and we were imitating Alfie and Marcus's fangirls and stuff, and they were saying like they're like the seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, like mine,
Alfie,
Alfie,
Marcus. Okay, and then Sear and whoever he was friends with walked by. I don't even know what his name. We need to figure out.
We don't know who he is.
We don't know what his name
He
was.
walked by and he started imitating
He walked by. He
us.
started imitating us. He started going, Alfie, Marcus.
He was like,
Sam Pepper. It was so funny. I need to find out who this person was because I've seen him signing autographs. So it's like, oh, Oprah. Christian Novelli is walking past. He looks very pleased with his purchase. It's been 3 days without food or water. All we had is the internet. The fangirls, they're all crowding around the outlets. They're crowding around the outlets to keep their internet fueled. This security guard has walked by about 3 times. He's had it with these people. He's done. There's some sort of weird thing happening. Is that Onision?
yes.
Sam Pepper's in a box. Somebody go and sit on that box, please.
I'll do it.
I wonder how long you can survive in there. Let's tape it up. Who is under the cape?
It's probably another Sam Pepper.
You tried. It's over.
Somebody.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Guys, are you serious? Guys, we don't have a video because you ruined it.
Good. Bye. We have ruined a Sam Pepper video.
I feel cheese.
Thanks, good. The rare Jack Howard, not surrounded by fangirls, having fun with his friends. Will this last? But yeah, I had a ton of fun there. We did not actually get to meet Dan and Phil while we were there because they weren't really out a lot on the Sunday, which kind of sucked, but I did get to see them, and I did touch Phil's back, and it was a very warm back, I must say. It was a very A+ back. Would recommend. Another story of what happened is at the very end of the day, I was just walking with Danny. Dan is the Flame Prince on Tumblr, you might know her. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool, I must say. Just looking for something to do, and my mom texts me, and she's like, oh, Troy Sivan has just bought me a drink. What? Turns out, my dad is kind of a person who kind of talks to a lot of people, so he ended up talking to Troy Sivan's dad and Troy, who were in the bar. So I made my way to the bar, and yeah, turns out my dad and Troy's dad are friends now. Here is my finished bag with all the names. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Here's Dean Dobbs. Dean was the very first person I met, and he was very short. It was awkward because I didn't really know what to say. I went in for a hug when he went in for a picture, and he was just like, oh yeah, the hugs are a surprise. They're always a surprise. Yeah, thanks for that, Dean. The second person I met was Jack Howard. Here's his signature, because I know you want to photocopy that and put it on eBay. And he has actually a lovely smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. That's a beautiful smile. That's a beautiful fucking smile. The best part was this picture here of when Mitchell Davis ran in front of our picture and Jack started yelling at him, and I started laughing and also yelling at him. The third person I met was Tom Scar, and this is the picture, and that is my hair in my face. Thank you, hair. Christian Novelli. He gives very lovely hugs, I must say. If you've never had a Christian Novelli hug in your time, you should. He looks so small and fragile in real life. He's so skinny, and like, I felt like I was going to break him. And he drew a little ghost with a hat on. He used my back as a table because we were out by the pool, and we didn't have anywhere for him to ride on this, so he used my back, which was nice. The next person I met was Mitchell Davis, and oh, he drew a little heart. He was probably by far my favourite person to meet at Pluto's Live because he's just so funny. He's just so funny in real life. When I got in there, I gave him a hug, and he started playing this tune on my back with his hands, which was kind of funny because I started laughing and I couldn't stop laughing, so I had to like dig my head into his cardiganed shoulder. When I asked for a picture, he was like, oh yeah, can we look like we've just come out of a kung fu movie? And I was like, sure? But in the end, this is the picture that happened. Next I met one Dom Farah. Here's the picture. He was getting coffee. He was with Bing and Jack, and they both left, so I was like, whatever, I guess I'm not going to meet you guys. But I met Dom, and he was really sweet and lovely. Brierly Bishop. Little signature. It looks like a little butterfly on it. That is so adorable. She was just so adorable, and I was just glad that I got to meet her face to face because, and she does not look like me. She does not look like me. You're all liars. You're all blind. Ugh. Dave Days. Here's his signature. He was very awkward. That's all I remember, is that he was awkward, and I was like, here, can you sign this, Dave? And he was like, sure. But he was very warm. The next person we met was Dave and Fizzy. But I met him twice. The first time I didn't get a picture or a signature from him was there buying food, and we talked to him, but he looked like he was in an awful, like, terrible mood. He looked like he just rolled out of bed in a way, and I felt so bad for him. I wanted him to get rest, and he's like, oh, I have to go back to my room because I need to get my pass that I've lost. But we got hugs from him, which was lovely. He's a lovely person. After a whole bunch of stuff had happened, we did get to meet him. Anyway, this was Damon's signature. Here's the picture we got with him, and he had to go somewhere, but he was lovely to try and talk to us. I felt really bad bothering him. He's the only person that I felt actually bad bothering. And then finally, from that story that we met, Troy, and this was Troy's signature. He did it, and he made this little smiley face, and he's like, oh, I failed. And I was like, that's okay, Troy. or homies. I didn't actually say that, don't worry. I think I counted 13 people recognized me, which was absolutely insane. Because who am I? I'm just a person. I want the best dynamic of these things, these YouTube conventions, is everybody's a friend there. Unless, you know, there's the creepy guy sitting in the corner, you just ignore him. Oh, it's actually Dean Dobbs. Sorry, Dean. Everybody there is a friend, and you're walking past these people who you see off the internet, and they're just normal people, you know, give or take, you know, being surrounded by thousands of girls. But you see them and you're like, hey, hey Bing, how are you? Oh, you. I'll see you later. My advice to people who are going to these things and think they're going to be really, like, nervous and anxious about it, because it is quite intimidating at first, it really is it's really not as bad as you think it'll be. When I went into this, I was scared as hell. I find that once you actually get down there, except for some shaky hands, that talking to them like normal people is very, very easy. They're very easy to talk to, except for, you know, the really awkward ones. Looking at you, Dave Days. All you have to do is approach them, and that's probably the hardest part of it all. It's just willing yourself to walk up to them and say, hi, can you sign this, or can I have a picture? And they will always say yes. They will always say yes. Unless they're Sam Pepper. Go to these things, meet these people, but also meet people who are going to be your friends. Because what I remember most about this is not the casual 5 seconds that I get to talk to these people who are my idols, but the hours that I get to spend with these people who are my friends and getting to know them. This is going to be a super duper long video. I apologize. I don't apologize, actually. If you watch this, this is for my own purposes to remember. So yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to Playlist Live for having your freaking event. To my friends, to Danny and Kat and Sabrina and Hannah and Jess, Amanda and Callie and Olivia and Maddie. Thank you for making me have company while I was there and not have to hang out with my dad. I am most likely going to Summer in the City this summer, so if you're in England and you're going to Summer in the City, meet me there and hang out with me so I can have company there too. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.